Hello friends, this is KK Singh, Vedic Astrologer, and welcome to my YouTube channel Om Astro Jyoti Learning Vedic Astrology. So, hello friends, this is KK Singh, Vedic Astrologer, and welcome to my YouTube channel Om Astro Jyoti Learning Vedic Astrology. So today we are again going to talk about the monthly prediction for each and every ascendant. So now we will be looking at the Aquarius Lagna or Aquarius moon sign people and see what is their monthly prediction. Second, uh, as we know that this monthly prediction is starting from 16th of October till 14th of November 2020. So this is the first week, and it is starting from 16th of November till 22nd of November. So here what we are finding that Saturn is in the 12th house, the Lagna Lord is in the 12th, and Mars retrograding in the second house, Rahu in the fourth house, Venus in the seventh house, Sun and Mercury in Libra, the ninth house, Ketu in the 10th house, Jupiter in the 11th house. Now, overall, this is a situation of Sade Sati, which is going on for Aquarius Ascendant and Aquarius Moon sign people. This is the starting Sade Sati. Okay. Now, another thing is, so because we can see that it is the starting phase of Sade Sati, so there will be difficulty. And Saturn in the own house in 12, definitely it is going to give some expenditure, but not too much of the difficulty. Another thing is that the Lagna is getting in the Pap Kartari between Saturn and Mars, and Mars in the second house, which is also retrograding, is not good at this point of time. Rahu in the fourth house and Ketu in the uh, 10th house is exalted, so they are good, but their actual dignity and strength depend upon the dispositor. So at this moment of time, Ketu, which is in the 10th house, and Mars, which is getting retrograde, so there is a difficulty in career, which we can see. And also because Mars is in the second house, so there is a difficulty in accumulation of wealth also. So that we can see from this point of view. Another thing is that we are having a debilitated Sun and a Mars retrograde, a Mercury retrograde in the ninth house. But as we know that there is a exchange between Venus and Sun, so the Sun's debilitation is not going to count so much. But still, it is retrograde. And Mercury, which is the eighth lord, plus also the fifth lord, is getting retrograde in the ninth house. So it is also a kind of very mixed result if in case of for the case of the bhagya or the luck. Now, to be very honest, in this slide, the things related to career is not going to be very good because of Mars getting retrograde as the 10th lord, and their Ketu is sitting exalted, though it is, but even then it is going to be a little bit difficult. Another thing is here that Jupiter is good in the 11th house in the own sign, own house. So Jupiter will be trying to salvage most of the thing for the Aquarius ascendant and Aquarius moon sign people. Whereas the income is okay, expenditure is also there because of the Saturn, and accumulation of wealth is a little bit difficult due to Mars in the second house. But overall, it is not very bad, not very good. There it is a overall combined effect. Now for relationship, Aquarius ascendant and Aquarius moon sign people are having a good relationship at this moment of time, because the seventh lord is getting in the ninth house. That is one good point. And also there is an exchange between the ninth lord and the seventh lord, so that is also a good point. That means a spouse or the relationship in which they are, that will be the person whom they are involved or will be lucky. So that is one point. In case of relationship, this is a very good period, and in case of career, this is not very good period, but yes, it is average period. Okay, so in the second week when we are coming, it is starting from 23rd of October till 29th of October. And what is happening? Venus is coming in the 8th house. Now it is also getting debilitated. Now this is not a good condition for Venus. Neither Venus is getting any aspect from Jupiter, which is a benefic, nor Venus is getting any other benefit aspect of any other planet. On the other hand, Mars from the second house retrograde, which is it is aspecting in the eighth house and also at the Venus, and Rahu from the fourth house also looking at the Venus. So now this is a little bit, difficult situation for Venus to be here in this position. And also, but Venus in the eighth is not very bad, but it is, you know, not very good also. So overall, what we can say that Venus in the eighth house will definitely incur some kind of expenditure. But to be more specific or precise, a person's health should be taken care of, because Venus is also the fourth lord, and also it is the lord of the ninth. So which is going in the eighth house is not a good condition. Okay. So people's health, yes, they might be looking, they should look after their health. So this is one point they have to ponder. And overall, the chart is good for the second week, and the career status is remaining the same, not majority of the changes. And the Bhagya Sthan is also the same thing, as I have told you in the first week. Now, in the second week, this is the scenario. When we are going into the third week, that means from October 30th till November 6th, the same situation is prevailing still. So there will be the status quo and no such changes are coming. So that means for Aquarius ascendant and Aquarius moon sign people will be having the same thing, same prediction, which I told you for the second week is going to persist here. Now, for from 7th of November till 14th of November, one good news is that Mercury, it is getting direct. Now, there is one more thing that we have to take into consideration. Mercury and Sun, they both are making a Raj Yoga in the ninth house. Okay, because Sun is the Kendra Lord and Mercury is a trinal Lord. So it is making a Raj Yoga. But by the virtue of Mercury being the eighth Lord, it is little bit difficult. So that means the overall situation is there will be happiness, but there will be some difficulties too, because Saturn is also looking at the combination of Mercury and Sun from the 10th aspect. Now, only one good thing there is for Saturn in the 12th house, because Saturn is the 12th lord in the 12th house, is making a Viparit Raj Yoga. So, and it is also the ascendant lord and it is also the 12th lord. So, at this moment of time, it will be more of a balanced approach what Saturn will be giving. Not too much of the difficulties of the 12th house, not too much of the good thing of the 12th house. But yes, the expenditure will be there, but it will not be exceeding too much, because Saturn is the restriction. So one point is good here. So friends, this was Aquarius ascendant and Aquarius moon sign people. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then definitely do subscribe to my channel Om Astro Jyoti Learning Vedic Astrology. This is KK Singh signing off for today.